alive, everybody. This is an ASMR session for relaxation and sleep. I'll be working my way through a lot of different triggers tonight, so get yourselves comfortable, snuggle down and relax, and just listen to the sounds. Oh, lovely to see you too, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tor, for the rose. Thank you so much. Thank you, Layla. Hi, Gwen. Hi, it's lovely to be back. Thank you, Layla, for the roses. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're gonna do some tapping. Tapping triggers. Hi, Bill. How you doing, Bill? Hi, Sylvia. How are you, Sylvia? Hi, Ben. Welcome. I'm doing really well, thank you. It's nice to be able to join you guys and go live a bit more often now. All the wedding planning is out the way. I have a lot more free time. I have got married exactly a month ago today. Thank you so much. It is our 1 month anniversary today. I would love to, Gwen. Would you consider... Oh, thank you, Lewis, for the heart. Thank you so much. Would you ever consider making YouTube vids? That's not lives. I would love to make YouTube videos. The only problem I have at the moment is my memory on my phone. However, thanks to one of my best friends, I have a PC now, so I can actually work on uploading more often. Thank you guys. Thank you, Izzy, for the follow. Hi, Bryony. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a lot more videos up for you guys. Thank you, Fang. Thank you for the heart. That's amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Gwen. Speaking of YouTube, we are actually 7 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you guys would like to support me, please head on over to my YouTube and tap that subscribe button, because we are so close to 1,000 followers. Hello, Elliot. How are you? Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you guys for 2,000 likes. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. Let's see what triggers we have for you tonight. Thank you, Bill, for the seashells. Thank you so much for the shells. do an extra long focus exercise role play tonight. Thank you, Amy, for the follow. Ellie for the follow. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Elliot, for the follow. Let's see if we can hit 27.2 followers. That green thing looks like it'll be so satisfying to squish. Thank you, Layla, for the heart. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll give it a squish. Thank you, Kath, for the follow. Thank you, Lucas, for the follow. I really want to get one of those squish sensory toys. So this is an eye mask. It's supposed to help with headaches. And you can pop it in the microwave or the freezer and then put it on your head. Thank you so much, Bree. Thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Thank you, Jessica, for the follow. Okay, you guys, get comfy because we are going to do an extra long cranial nerve exam with lots of focus triggers. Sponge on the mic. I actually don't have any sponge. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me just get some props together before we start your exam. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you so much for the heart. So we're going to need a pen so we can write down your progress. We're also going to need a notepad. Thank you, Layla, for the finger hearts. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, could you hear them outside? Hi, Nicole, how are you? There's always some kind of disruption with the live. Last night there was a cat. Okay, so we've got our notepad, we've got our pen. Now we need some props. Oh, I'm glad you got some sleep, Nicole. Lovely. we're going to be using our wall crawlers. Definitely. We're going to need the ball. It's a little sneak peek of some of the triggers you'll be experiencing. Oh, I love that notepad, me too. It's really good to tap on. Thank you, Sarah, for the rose. We're definitely going to need a magnifying glass. What else do we need? We need the Rubik's Cube. Where is our other? Yeah, we've got our star cube. We've got our dice. These are all triggers I'll be using to carry out your exam, okay? So I hope you're getting comfortable. Let's see what else we need. Let's see, we'll use the heart, yes. We'll use the tweezers, definitely. Let's see what else we have. We're going to use the slinky as well. We're going to use the slinky. That's such a small slinky, it would never get down any kind of step. Okay. I think we might be ready to start. So I'm going to clip my hair back. I'm going to clip my hair back and then we'll start. Let me find my hair clip first of all, that's the question. We had it like 2 seconds ago. That's the problem when you've got so much stuff. Hey. Hi Effie, how are you doing? Thank you Ellie May for the follow. I found my clip. Okay, right, so get comfortable guys, you're about to enter a sleep clinic. I will be back doing the ASMR fortnights by the end of the week, don't you worry. Hi Shelley, how are you doing? I'm really good, thank you Effie, thank you so much. Okay, I did have a light trigger, which I'll have to find for tomorrow. But for now we've got a lot of props to work with, so we're about to do a sleep clinic roleplay. So get comfortable, I'm going to dim the lights a little bit. Now guys, please could you decide before we start if you would like soft spoken or a whisper? Would you like soft spoken or a whisper? What would you prefer? Both. Ooh. Whisper. Soft spoken. Whisper. Okay, I think whisper wins. Maybe we'll start by greeting you and doing your questions in soft spoken, and then we'll do the exam in a whisper. How does that sound? Okay, so are you ready to enter the sleep clinic? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Wait, let me have a little sip of drink first. Thank you Olivia for the follow. Okay, let's go. Okay, you have entered the sleep clinic. Do you have an appointment? Could you tell me your name? Okay, let me just check. Oh, okay. I see you are booked in. Let me just sign you in. Okay, have you bought all your comfy clothes? Have you bought your comfy pyjamas? An eye mask, perfect. Okay, now before we enter, I'm just going to ask you a few questions before we get started, okay? So first of all, I would like to know how you usually sleep. Do you usually sleep with a light on, a night light, some sensory lights in the dark? Okay. And how well do you usually sleep? Do you sleep well? And how many hours would you say you usually get a night? Okay. And is that a broken sleep? Okay. When do you find you usually wake up? Do you wake up throughout the night usually? Okay. Right, okay. Just a couple more questions. How do you usually get to sleep? Do you watch ASMR? Do you turn the lights off? Do you pop your eye mask on? Do you listen to music? Okay. Okay, well before we start the exam, what I'm going to be doing is some exercises to test out your tingles, to see what gives you the tingles and help you relax. So we're going to do a tingle test during this exam. Let me just write this down so we definitely get it all done. We are going to do a focus exercise. Now you may be thinking, why do I need a focus exercise before going to sleep? You don't want to be woken up. So the focus exercise gets your eyes moving around the screen, gets you looking at me, paying attention. It takes you out of your mind, brings you back into the room. And because of this, your mind starts to relax. Even though you're focused on other things, it still helps you relax. Thank you so much, Annalise. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do a focus exercise and then we're going to actually inspect your eyes. So we're going to do a little bit of an eye exam, but not too intense. Okay, thank you for the follow. And we're also going to do a little bit of a cranial nerve exam. I know this isn't the doctor's, but it can just give me an insight to your sleep patterns and things like that. So we're going to start with the eye exam, just in case you get too tired to do it later. Then we're going to move on to the cranial nerve, and then we're going to do the focus exercises. And if you are not asleep by that point, we will do a tingle test. Okay, first of all, can I get you anything? Would you like the lights dimmed a little bit? Is this lighting okay? Thank you so much, Annalise, for the roses. Thank you. Okay, would you like an eye mask? You've got your own. Okay. Would you like a drink? Let me pop an order in. Someone will bring it in for you. Would you like a water? Anything else? Okay. Perfect. Okay, so you've been shown around already, haven't you? So you know where the bathroom is, you know where your sleeping arrangements are. Perfect. Okay, so if you're ready to start, I'm going to dim the lights a little bit for you. As you know, this studio is on a main road, so you might hear some background noise, but just try and block them out. Use them as ambient sounds, okay? A lot of feedback is that the sounds outside are relaxing. Hi Sean, welcome to the live. We are doing a sleep clinic roleplay. Okay, so we're going to start with a eye exam. And I will be making notes throughout, okay? So just ignore me if I stop writing. So as we'll move into an exam, I'm going to go into a little bit of a whisper, okay? Thank you so much, Effie. Thank you for the daisies. Thank you so much. Okay. First thing first, I am going to look into your eyes, okay? So I'd like you to just focus on my nose. Focus on my nose while I look into your eyes. Okay. Perfect. Okay, without moving your head, can you look up for me? Okay. Now keep looking at my nose, and I want you to turn your head, but keep looking at my nose so it looks something like this. Okay, keep your eyes focused, but move your head to that side. Now this side, perfect. Okay, let me take one last look. Okay, I'm going to ask you to just look at something for me, and as I do, I'm going to also look in your eyes, so can you look at the pen? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Look at the pen. Perfect. Amazing job. Now look at the pen. Try to keep your head still. Perfect. Okay, now the next test is still an eye exam. I'm just going to ask you to follow the red ball. Try not to move your head. Just follow the ball. Perfect. Can you tell me if the ball is close or far? Is it close or far? Close or far? Okay, now follow the ball. Is it close or far? Close or far? Close or far? Perfect. Can you tell me when you can no longer see the ball? So when it disappears, can you let me know? This is just testing out your peripheral vision. Okay. Perfect. Amazing. Now can you tell me when the ball appears? Doing very, very well. Doing very, very well. Perfect. I'm just going to make a quick note of how you done just then. Are you okay? Are you finding this okay? Let me know. If it's a bit much, we can take a break whenever you like. Do you need a drink? You okay? There is no time limit, so just tell me if you need a breather. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let me just highlight some areas. Perfect. Okay, so we are still doing this eye exam quickly. Okay, can you look at my nose, and I want you to tell me when my finger bends. Perfect. 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 And keep looking at my nose. Tell me when my finger bends. Okay, now can you tell me which finger bends? Amazing. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so now we're going to incorporate the cranial nerve exam into the eye exam. So I'd like you to just bring your shoulders up for me, scrunch them up, do not let me push them down, keep them firm. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna, can you close your eyes? I'm gonna try and open them. I'm gonna try and open them, don't let me open them. Okay. Perfect, and I'm gonna put my hand on your head. I'm going to try and turn it slightly. Can you keep your head still? Do not let me turn it. Perfect. And again, perfect. Okay, can you touch my finger? Touch your nose. Touch my finger. 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 Touch your nose. Now can you touch your chin, your nose, and reach up? And again, chin, nose, reach up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Thank you, Alexandra, for the follow. Emily for the roses. Okay, other hand, pop your hand out for me. I'm just going to squeeze your fingertips. Can you tell me if you can feel that? Can you feel that? Perfect, perfect. Now with your hand, thank you, Sean. Thank you for the heart. Can you just do this for me? Okay, and again, other side. Perfect. Amazing. And pop your hands out. I'm just going to draw a squiggle on the palm of your hand. Can you tell me if you feel it? Okay. Perfect. 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 Thank you, Annalise, for the heart. Thank you so much. You've done really well. Amazing. Doing very, very good. Please let me know if you need a break, if you need 5 minutes, if you need to just take a few breaths. Thank you, Effie, for the daisies. Thank you, Bree for the roses. You are doing amazing. Okay, let's continue with the exam. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the daisies. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Leah, for the follow. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's continue. So I want you to look at the star for me. This is still part of the cranial exam, but we're going to move slowly into the focus exercises. Thank you, Annalise, for the squirrel. Okay, so look at the star. Look at the star. Look at the star. Perfect. Follow the star. Amazing. Follow the star. Follow the star. Perfect. Okay, now can you tell me what colour the squares are? What colour are the squares? Okay, and how many are there? Perfect. And how many squares do you see now? And what colour do you see? Perfect. How many squares? Perfect. And what colour do you see? Amazing. And what colour do you see? And how many squares? Perfect. Now we're going to go again. This one's going to be a bit more tricky. How many squares do you see? Amazing. And how many colours do you see? Okay. Perfect. Can I do that one more time? How many squares do you see? How many different... There's one peeking through. How many colours do you see? And what colours do you see? Perfect. Okay, we're going to do something similar now. Thank you so much, Effie. Thank you for the daisies. Thank you. So we're going to use this Rubik's Cube. We're going to do something a bit similar. Can you see how many squares there are in total? Perfect. Okay, how many red squares do you see? Thank you, Ben, for the follow. Thank you so much. How many blue squares do you see? Perfect. How many white squares? And how many green squares? Perfect. And let's do that one more time. So if you want comments off, just slide. I believe you just slide the screen across. Thank you so much, Annalise. Thank you for the daisies. Okay, how many orange squares? How many green? How many red? How many blue? How many yellow? How many white? Amazing. Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you so much for the roses. Guys, you're too kind. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me just jot down how well you've done there, because you're doing a great job. I know this seems quite intense for a sleep clinic, but it just gets your mind out of your head and just focusing on what's going on in the room. Thank you, Sarah, for the follow. Thank you, Sean. I love you. Thank you so much for the squirrel. Okay. Now, this is something a little bit similar. It's going to get your mind working a little bit harder. But this is just in the hopes that it makes you a little bit tired. So can you tell me how many dots you see? Perfect. How many dots do you see? Perfect. How many dots do you see? Okay, now I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of maths for me. So I'd like you to add up this number and this number. Can you tell me the answer? Brilliant. Okay. This number plus this number. Perfect. Amazing. Okay, now this number plus this number. Amazing. Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you for the roses. Hi, Daniela. I'm doing good, thank you. 100 roses, thank you so much. You guys are too kind. Okay, so let's continue with the focus exercises. We're going to be using these balls here, and they make a squishy noise. I'm going to get you to do a little bit more following with your eyes. Okay, so I'd like you to pick a colour, green, yellow, green, whatever you want to call it, and pink. They do smell amazing, they do smell like perfume. Thank you, Annalise, for the finger heart. Thank you. Okay, so I want you to focus on your colour only. Focus on your chosen colour. Focus on your chosen colour. Perfect. Okay, now choose a different colour and follow that one. Perfect. You guys are doing amazing. Now I'm going to just scan your face, okay? I'm going to scan. You comfy after this. Perfect. I'm so proud of how you're doing. Very, very good. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more things for the focus exercise, and then we're going to move on to the tingle test. The tingle test, which is the last step, but it will go on for a little while. To give you a chance to actually get some sleep, and that is when you can relax and you don't have to do all these exercises. Let me just have a drink. Let me grab your drink for you. Here you go, have a little bit of drink. Amazing. Thank you so much for the daisies. Thank you, Annalise. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I have these hearts. Wait, I actually didn't have a drink myself. One moment. Okay. Let's go. So these are hearts. I want you to follow this one first. Ignore this one. Ignore this one. Okay, now look at this one and ignore this one. It's going to be a bit hard to ignore. Keep ignoring it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let us jot down what we're going to do next. So what I would like to do, what I found was that you become very sleepy when you were following, and you have very good responses. You have a quick reaction time. So once you have fallen asleep, I'll just be in the next room typing up your results for you. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is a tingle test. A tingle test. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you so much. Okay, so this part of the exam is where you can snuggle up, close your eyes if you would like to, and just listen. There's going to be a few follow my instructions, but there's something you can do with your eyes closed. Okay, so get comfortable and just snuggle up for this part of the exam. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm just going to do some squishy sounds for you now. And I do still want you to respond if possible. But if you fall asleep, that's no problem. I would like you to rate every trigger out of 10. So we're going to start with the squishies. And I want you to rate them out of 10. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Angela. I would like you to rate the triggers out of 10. Okay, so number 1 being, I really didn't enjoy that. I did not enjoy listening to that. Number 10 being, this could make me fall asleep if I continue listening. Okay. And 5 is neither here nor there. You kind of enjoy listening to it, but it's not giving you the same effect as a really good trigger that you enjoy. Okay, so we're going to start with the squishies. I'd like you to rate this out of 10. If you was to continue listening, would it help you fall asleep? Okay, perfect. Perfect. 7 out of 10, 8, 5, 6. Okay, we don't have anything lower than 5 right now, so that is good. That is good. Okay, let me just jot this down. On an average, I'm going to say our average is probably a 7. 7 on average, okay, or a 4, okay. To be fair, the squishy sounds, as satisfying as they are, might not be considered relaxing, but they are satisfying. There's a difference. Oh, thank you, Grace, for the follow. Thank you so much. Okay, so next we have our classic tapping sounds. So I'm going to be tapping. Oh, and get some higher rankings. Okay. See, for me, tapping triggers aren't my favourite, but they are very, very popular in the ASMR world. Looks like our average ranking is about 8. So that is pretty cool. Let me write that down. Thank you so much for the tiny. Thank you so much. Okay, 2 seconds, guys. Let me just bear with me. Okay. No. I'm just trying. Thank you so much for the daisies. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to pop a perfect. Just popping a sticker on so that people that join the live know what we are doing and what we are up to. Oh, we didn't need to say something like that. Oh, I just got rid of it. Thank you for the perfume. I'll be there in 1 second, you guys. Oh, bless you guys. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much. I had it and I deleted it. Thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Okay. Can you guys see this sticker? Can you see this sticker? I'm just going to pop that there. So for anyone joining, they can, they know what we're up to. Thank you. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay. So let's get back to it. We are doing a tingle test and I would like you to rate every trigger out of 10. Close up, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to use the back of this. Thank you, Annalise. Thank you so much. So this is tapping, but it's cork tapping. So for you guys that are just joining, we are rating our triggers. We are doing a tingle test. And we are sharing whether we think they are relaxing or not. 7, 9, 9. This one seems to be quite popular. 8. Okay, you guys seem to enjoy the cork tapping. I think that's one of our highest rated. Oh, congratulations, Kitty. Oh, I'm glad I can help you sleep. Bless you. So the cork tapping is averaging on around 8, which is pretty cool. Oh, hello. Hi. Okay, so this is an underrated trigger. I'm curious to see what you guys think. I love this next trigger. Lid sounds. So we have the small lid sounds, but we also have the bigger ones. about that, guys. Sorry about that. So I love lid sounds. Oh, so you prefer the bigger lids? I used to have a little lip balm and it was so tiny and the lid was so cute and small. I used to do that on my lives a lot. So we're averaging about 7 or 8 for these lid sounds, guys. Perfect. Okay, let me jot down. So we've got lid sounds around 7 or 8. Okay, so far the cork sounds seem to be winning. Let's do some liquid and spray sounds now. Hi Lauren. Okay, so what do you guys think of the liquid and spray sounds? For me, I love liquid and spray sounds. They are my favourite. Okay, so the next trigger we are going to do is personal attention. So personal attention is like skincare and hair brushing, things like that. So let's move on and do some skincare. Okay, so there's quite mixed reviews with the liquids. We've got some which are really low and some which are really high. Okay. 10. We've got our first 10, I think. I'm not sure if I've seen another 10 tonight. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. So these are exfoliation cubes. If you know me, you know that I love these things. They smell like watermelon. So just have a smell. Amazing. And I'm just going to be exfoliating your face. I'd like you to tell me how relaxing you find this experience, whether the close personal attention is relaxing for you. So let me just start by cleansing your forehead like so. Cleanse your. Hi guys, sorry, I was just trying to sort out that connection issue. I realise it's because I have a video uploading, so I'm really sorry. It's like 10% away, so the connection might just be dropping out because of that. It should be uploading. It should be uploaded any second. I'm so sorry. I realised it might interfere with the live, but it is almost there. Just bear with me for one moment, and it should. Should be okay. Just bear with me for 1 minute, guys. I'm so sorry. I was meant to upload it before we started filming. Okay. We should be back up and running. It was because there was a video uploading. Thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. Let's get back to your tingle test. Yeah, I was uploading a video that I really wanted to put out tonight, that I filmed earlier today, so it is now uploaded, so hopefully we should have no more lag. So let's continue do some mic sounds. Now, mic sounds are a hit and miss for me. They're not my favourite triggers, but I do enjoy doing them. So we're going to do some mic brushing, and I would like you to tell me how much you enjoy the mic brushing on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, 1 being I really didn't like that sound, and 10 being I could listen to this all night and fall asleep. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. I'm going to turn up the sensitivity for this one, I think. Thank you, Tori, for the follow. This is a great way for you guys to get into ASMR if you haven't watched ASMR before. Tingle tests are perfect because you get to experience some new sounds and find out what triggers that you like. This is a popular one. 10. Oh, I've got 10s across the board. So that one seemed to go down a treat with most of you guys. Yeah, okay, I'll do a secret. So let me guys know your secret. So you have to listen very good. And then can you believe it? Okay, so you guys seem to enjoy the mic brushing, so let me just jot down that feedback. Oh, we do have a 1. Okay, so mic brushing, mostly 10s, a few lower ratings, but mostly high ratings. Okay, let's do some mic scratching. Okay, this is a trigger which is like Marmite. You either love it or hate it. I feel like newer ASMR consists of a lot of mic sounds, more so than like older ASMR was more personal attention and different kind of triggers. So let me know. Hi Demi. Okay, we've got a 1, 5, 7, 8 or 9. Okay, yeah, see what I mean? It's kind of you love it or hate it. 4. They've lasted a month. They've lasted over a month. I'll definitely be going back. Okay, so I'm going to write down that this one was mixed messages. Some liked it, some didn't. Okay, let's get you a drink before you carry on because you're doing so well. So have a little drink for me. It's important to stay hydrated. Okay, so mic sounds a little bit up and down. How about mic tapping? I feel like it's kind of going to be the same response. 10, okay, so preferring the mic tapping to mic scratching, okay. this is going to be like the last step of the sleep clinic, because it will keep your eyes closed, help you drift off, but in the meantime, take your thoughts away from any racing thoughts that are distracting you or overwhelming you. So it will bring you into the moment and allow you to relax. Okay, so if your eyes are closed, we will start, and I'll be doing some triggers in the background to help you relax. So I'd like you to picture a beach. I would like you to picture a beach, whatever beach you like. It can be a hot destination like Spain, Portugal, or it can be an English beach. Okay, now I'd like you to imagine how your feet feel in the sand. Really feel that sand on your feet. Is the sand warm or is it cold? So I'm going to be asking you questions throughout, okay? Is the sand warm or is it cold? Is it soft or does it hurt a little bit? Has it got lots of rocks in it? Okay. Now I'd like you to walk towards the ocean. Walk towards the ocean now. We know that in Spain the ocean looks a lot nicer than here. So is the ocean blue or is it a grey colour? Is it blue? Is it transparent? Can you see the fish, or is it dark and murky? Now I'd like you to imagine the waves. Can you hear the waves? Can you hear the waves? Okay. Now I'd like you to feel the sun on the right side of your face while you hear the waves crash. I'd like you to feel the sun hitting your face. Okay, perfect. Now you can see a bird flying over. What kind of bird is it? Is it a seagull? Or is it a different bird that's made an appearance? What bird is it? Are the bird sounds loud or are they quiet? Okay, perfect. Now I'd like you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold and breathe out. And again, breathe in through your nose. Hold and breathe out. Okay. Now you have found the best sunbed ever. It is so comfortable. It has drink holders. It has a speaker built in. It is so perfect. I'd like you to tell me what colour the sun lounger is. What colour is it? Okay. Now I'd like you to lay on that sunbed. You're still on the beach and close your eyes. Okay, now this is a different kind of focus exercise. I would like you to think of an animal. Think of an animal. And now the first letter of that animal's name. So elephant, we'll go with E. I'd like you to think of a colour. Okay, perfect. Now I would like you to think of a ball in that colour. So think of a ball that is that colour. Okay. Now I'd like you to imagine the ball has mind might drift off, that's fine, just bring it back when you can. Okay, now I would like you to think of one thing that you are grateful for. One thing you're grateful for. It can be an object, it can be a place, it can be a person. Okay. Now what this is trying to do, I'm trying to bring some positivity into your mind before you go to sleep, okay? So it can be thinking about all your favourite things. Can you think of your favourite film? Think of your favourite film. Perfect. And can you think of one word to describe that film? Whether it's funny, magical. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys so much for 32,000 likes. Amazing. Okay, now I'd like you to think of your favourite musician, whether it's a band or a singer. Think of them and think of your favourite song. Now think of the feeling you get when you listen to your favourite musician. Think of the word that describes it. Is it happy? Is it excited? Does it give you lots of energy? Okay, perfect. Okay, think of your favourite colour. Think of your favourite colour, or if you don't have a favourite, pick a colour. And I'd like you to imagine a heart in that colour. Imagine a heart in that colour. Perfect. Amazing. Now think of your favourite colour once more. Now I'd like you to imagine a circle. Circle in that colour. Perfect. Okay, with your eyes closed, I'm just going to ask you to tell me how many clicks you hear. Amazing. Tell me how many clicks you hear. Perfect. Do you hear it on the right or left? The right or left? Perfect. And now I'd like you to tell me how many times you hear the tap. Brilliant. And again. Okay, and again. Perfect. Now I'd like you to tell me when you hear the spray sound. Perfect. Tell me when you hear the spray. And again. Perfect. You are doing amazing. Let me jot down some notes. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Listen to the taps. Okay, now with your eyes closed, I would like you to guess the trigger. Can you guess the trigger? Brilliant, you are doing amazing. Oh, I've lost my sticker. One moment. Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you. Oh. Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much, Emily. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Sean. Okay, keep your eyes closed and can you guess the next trigger? You don't have to be specific. If it's something like tapping, you can guess tapping on something soft, etc. It doesn't have to be exact. So I'm from Essex in the UK. Okay, can you guess this trigger? So if you guessed crinkly or crinkles or some kind of packaging, you were correct. It was the Body Shop Crinkly Soap. Okay, let's see if you can guess the next trigger. This may be a tricky one. If you can't guess the trigger, maybe just guess whether you think I'm tapping on an object, big or small. If I wasn't doing this, I would probably guess. It kind of sounds like I'm tapping on a pen or a pencil. So it was a straw, a happy birthday. Happy birthday straw. Brilliant, okay. You are doing so good. I'm gonna write down your progress now. Very, very proud of you. You are doing amazing. I hope you have enjoyed coming to the sleep clinic today. I hope you have been able to relax and unwind. We will carry on for a short while, but I can tell you're getting a bit sleepy. Can you guess the next trigger with your eyes closed? Okay, keep your eyes closed. Thank you, Caden, for the follow. Oh, you are beautiful, Sean. You are. Okay, well done. If you said I was tapping on something squishy, you would be right. You would be right. Okay, this is going to be a tricky one. So, sorry about that, guys. Okay, are you ready? Keep your eyes closed. Can you guess the trigger? Hi, Tyler. How are you? So if you guys said some kind of glass trigger, you would be right. They are the two nail varnishes that scrape together and make a very tingly, tingly, tingly sound. I'm doing good, thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much. Okay, this is the last one for you to guess. Are you ready? So close your eyes and guess the trigger. This is the last question, so you get double points if you get this correct. One of my favourite triggers. So that was sun And are there any triggers in particular that you enjoyed the most? What triggers did you get tingles with? Okay, and how could this be improved? How could the sleep clinic be improved? Was it too slow? Was it too fast? Okay, and do you think you're going to get a good night's rest? Okay, amazing. I would just like to say you've done great, and I really appreciate your feedback. Now we are just going to get you ready for bed, and then I will leave you alone to just get some good rest. And then tomorrow we will just go over how you slept, and you can let me know how the different triggers helped you sleep. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop an eye mask on you. No, I'm not. I'm gonna pop a hairband on you just to clear the hair from your eyes. So I'm gonna pop this over your head. Okay, perfect, amazing. And with that being over your head, we've just cleared your hair out of the way. I'm just going to brush your face for you. Okay, amazing. I'm going to brush your hair for you now. Let me just find the hairbrush. Bear with me. Just going to give your hair a little brush before bed. Okay, so just hold still. Okay, let me just change the title of this sticker. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just going to give your face a cleanse, okay? Thank you so much for the rose. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, now I'm going to give your face a little bit of a wash. Thank you so much, guys, for the likes, 36,000. Okay, I'm just going to pop over and grab some water, and then we'll wash your face before bed. guys for waiting. Thank you guys for being patient. I was just grabbing some water. And we're going to give your face a cleanse now. Hi Corey, hi Ash, how are you doing? Okay, let's get off that, everything from today, get off all that negative energy. Perfect. Okay. We are just going to pop some serum onto your hair now so that it is well rested, just like you. It smells amazing. We're just going to run this through your hair. Okay, perfect. Want your hair to be nice and nourished for when you wake up. Thank you for the follow, Chloe. Shoop, shoop, shoop. You've got a lot of hair, so let me just pop some more on. Perfect. Okay. Your hair is all nourished and your face is all cleansed. So now we're just going to pluck some negativity away for you. Okay. We're going to use these little tweezers. They're very delicate, very gentle. I'm going to pluck away your negativity. Okay, so let me pluck, 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 pluck. Thank you, Courtney, for the follow. Pluck, pluck, pluck. gosh, I'm so sorry. We just did some personal attention. We are going to move on to our cards against anxiety. Just change the title. So, if you guys don't know what these are cards against anxiety. And these are, you get some cards and you get a book. And this guidebook and card deck provides strategies for standing up to anxiety, understanding it and cutting it down to size. So what I usually do 1 or 2 cards. I pull them out and then ask you to pick a number, and then I'll read that section of the book, and it is just some helpful tips and tricks to help with anxiety. You might find them useful, you might not, but there's a variety of them in here, so let's give them a go. So I got these from the works. So here's our book and here's the cards. I'm going to shuffle the cards and I would like you guys to pick a number between 1 and 25. Thank you, Sean, for that. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. Okay, I'm going to pick a number. The first one that I see, I will pick and I will read out for you. I'm going to keep my eyes closed, so just keep chucking the numbers out there. Keep typing the numbers in. And then the first one that I see, I will pick 8. 8. Thank you. Thank you for the peace sign. Okay, so we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is called water. Thank you for the squirrel. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Sean. I don't have earphones. Is the sound okay for you guys? Okay, so this card is called Water. I'm going to read it out for you. Let the calmness flow in and the anxiety flow out as you slowly drink cold water. Focusing on the feeling as it passes down your throat can distract your mind from worry. Thank you, Sean, for the gifts. Thank you so much. Okay, so on the cards we have a page number. So we're going to turn to that page and I'm going to read this out in a bit more detail. Thank you for the finger and the roses. Thank you, Emily. Thank you so much. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, so we're going to turn to page 40. As you can see, the page in the book matches up with the card. Okay, so this page is called Water, and I'm going to read it out for you. Listen up, this could be something you could apply to your everyday life. It might help you out when you're struggling with anxiety. It might not, it might help some more than others. But it's really good to just listen to and get some ideas, okay? So, water. You can't get more basic than glass of water, and that's all you have to do here. Slowly. Okay, there's a bit of visualization in the exercise too, but it's the sipping that really matters when it comes to draining your mind of drama. Added bonus with this exercise is that it gets you to drink water, which you should be doing anyway. And then we have a tip. There's a link between our mood and our hydration levels, so make sure you drink enough water to help your overall anxiety levels. Another tip, it says check your pee colour. The lighter the colour, the more hydrated you are. So there's a fun fact and a little bit of trivia for you as well. Okay, so step one is get some water. Give yourself permission to stop for a moment and get a drink of water. So if you guys want to grab a glass of water now and do this exercise with me, feel free, or just take a moment. It also gets you drinking some water, which is very important. So I'll take a moment if you guys want to grab a glass of water and we can do this together. Okay, so I'll just give you guys a moment. If you are getting a glass of water, you might be a bit further from the kitchen, so I'll just wait a couple of moments so we can do this exercise together. For those of you just joining, we are looking through my book called Cards Against Anxiety, and this tip is called water, and it's an anxiety exercise. Okay, so if you have a glass of water, what I'd like you to do is sit down, find somewhere quiet where you can take a moment's break. Take a moment to ground yourself. Think about the feeling of your feet on the floor or the chair against your back or the bed that you are sitting on. Step 3. Slowly drink the water. Notice the glass beginning to drain. Feel the coolness of the water flood down your throat and spread across the inner surface of your chest. Step 4. Notice the feel and the taste. Try to focus in on the process of drinking. Be aware of the action of swallowing. Do it slowly and deliberately. Step 5. Allow other thoughts to pass by. Acknowledge other thoughts that come on your mind, but don't dwell on them. Keep bringing your attention back to the act of sipping the water. And step 6, imagine your anxiety draining away. As the water level in your glass decreases, imagine that the anxiety that was filling you just moments ago is also decreasing. Amazing. I'm very proud of you if you followed along. If you didn't, I'm still proud of you anyway. But that's a really helpful trick, and it just helps ground you and bring you into the moment simply by drinking a glass of water. Okay, let's go. Let's do another card now. If you guys can chuck out some numbers. I'm not going to look yet. I'm going to shuffle. And the first number that I see, I will read out. I will count through the cards, and we want a number between 1 and 25. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's really good. Number 7. 7, 7, 7. Oh, bless you for following along. Okay, we have number 7. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, so we have this next card. Is called All the Feels. All the Feels. Okay, Repeat after me. Feelings are not facts. Separating what you are feeling from the actual facts of what is going on can help you to take effective action to sort out the problem. Okay, and this is page 94, so we're going to go to page 94. All the feels, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to read this out for you now. When your mind is spinning, feelings and facts can jumble into a total mismatch. And often negative feelings can grow and move a long way from the initial fact. You break a glass, say. Then your brain goes into overdrive and you find yourself feeling that you are useless at everything. So stop. Work out what's the mish and what's the mash. Separating facts and feelings that can help you to work out how to proceed in a way that's helpful, rather than letting overblown feelings send you skidding off course. We also have a tip here, and this is probably a good time to repeat. This is probably a good time to repeat the mantra. Facts are not feelings, and that is a fact. So, step 1. What's wrong? Why are you feeling stressed or anxious right now? Physically or mentally, write a list of statements that summarize what's going on. Step 2. Facts or feelings. Identify which statements are based in fact. So, for example, I broke a glass. And which ones are feelings or opinions, which are, for example, I'm useless at everything. Step 3. What's driving your actions? Are your actions being driven by your thoughts or your feelings? And is this a problem? Step 4. Act on fact. What could or should you do next? Based on the facts, not the feelings. And are you able to do this? And this exercise, to me, it seems like it just helps you to identify things that are going on everyday life, but it helps you to not run away with so many thoughts and feelings and overwhelming thoughts that will take over. Yeah, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. That is amazing. We're almost there. I can feel it. Okay, so we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more now. Yeah, guys, we are 4 subscribers away from 1,000. Are we going to hit that tonight? Are we going to celebrate that tonight? Head on over to my TikTok, and if you press the little play button, it will take you straight to my YouTube. All you have to do is hit subscribe, and we've hit 1,000. That would be amazing. I'm not sure what we can do to celebrate. I don't have any more party poppers. I had a load from the wedding. 2 to go. 2 to go, guys. We can do this. I'm trying to figure out how we can celebrate here. Headlights. Let me just, one moment. If we hit 1,000, I'll run down and wait do have a way to celebrate though, so let's see if we hit it. Okay. Okay, let me just catch my breath because I just run around looking for ways we can celebrate if we hit 1,000 subscribers. We are 2 away. 2 away. Oh no. Hold on. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we'll do one more Cards Against Anxiety. Hi Chris, how are you doing? Chris, we are 2 subscribers away from 1,000 on YouTube. 2 more subs to go, 2 more subs to go. Okay, let's do another card. Okay guys, can you pick a number between 1 and 25? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, this is a really good one that I have done before. I really like this one. This is something you can do and follow along with now if you would like to. Thank you, Amelia, for the peace signs. The peace signs, peace sign, peace sign. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is called Hands On. Feel your way to peace by tracing a path around your thumb and fingers with a hand. Let me start that again, guys. Feel your way to peace by tracing a path around the thumb and fingers with a finger from your other hand. Breathe in and out as you move up and down the fingers. So this is an exercise, a breathing exercise we can do together right now if you would like to. Okay, so let me just go to that section of the book. It is page 42. So this is called Hands On, a tactile exercise. That's good. Have we done it? Sorry, let's pause. Have we hit 1,000? Okay. Hands On, a tactile exercise. That's good for the times when focusing on your breath feels beyond you. So it could be a time when you're feeling a bit panicky, or if your heart's fluttering. Okay. By running the finger of one hand along the edge of your other, you are putting the focus on a specific sensation instead of letting your mind race. Try to keep your breathing at the same pace as your finger as it moves up and down. Using a soft touch can prompt you to soften the breath quite naturally. Tip: you can do deep, slow breaths and conscious pauses as you do this, or you can let your finger follow the rhythm of your natural breath. you'll find there is always a tiny pause between the in and out breath and the out and in breath. So step one, shall we do this together, guys? Step one, take one hand, hold one hand up in front of you. So let's do that now. Hold your hand up. Have the fingers nice and relaxed so that they are a little bit curled and a little bit open. So just relax naturally. Step two, breathe round your thumb. Place the first finger of the other hand on the base of your thumb. Slowly move your finger up the side of your thumb as you breathe in. Pause briefly when you get to the tip. Then trace your finger down the other side. Then pause when you get to the fold between the thumb and the next finger. Step 3, breathe round your fingers. Continue in the same way around the rest of your fingers. Breathe in as you go up, pause at the top, and out as you go down. Then we pause at the fold, and then swap hands and repeat. So let's do that together, guys. Let's start with this breathing exercise. So relax your hand, place your finger here, and we're going to breathe in, hold, and breathe out. 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 Breathe in, and breathe out. Now, I don't know about you, but that helped me calm my breathing down, actually. Made me feel quite calm and relaxed. That's something you can do just to bring yourself into a moment when you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, anxious, or even during a panic attack. That's something you can apply if you remember in that moment. Thank you, Lexi, for the follow. 2 subscribers away from 1,000 on YouTube, guys. If you haven't already and you do want to support, please head on over and click that subscribe button. That's all you have to do. It has been a long time coming, so it'll be amazing if I could hit that 1,000 mark. Let's see if we can get there tonight. Two more subscribers to go. Let's do this. Okay, you guys. So we've done all the anxiety cards now. Well, we haven't done them all, but one more. You guys want one more, or do you want some new triggers? Okay, so we've done some anxiety cards. We have done a sleep clinic. We have done a sleep clinic. Sorry, guys. Oh, one sub away. Oh, you guys are amazing. I can't thank you enough. Funnily enough, you should say that if we reach 1,000 subscribers, there may be some balloons involved. So we're going to do some triggers to wind down, and then we will do some positive affirmations. We will do a sleep countdown, and then you guys should get some rest. I'm so sorry, I haven't actually got my torch with me. I really need to find it. I bought one for Christmas actually, and I can't find it. My table sucks. Yeah, my home is a bit crazy at the moment because of the wedding. We moved stuff into different rooms, so we really need to sort that out this week. And in the meantime, some of my triggers may have got lost. Thank you, Jade, for the follow. I did get married, yes. Thank you so much. It was an amazing day. Sean, it's actually a month today. How crazy is that? It's gone so quickly. Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. Let's see what other triggers I have for you guys. Let's see. Yeah, 1 month today since I got the ring. Actually, this is from the wedding. Chloe made this. Well, she didn't make it, she wrote the numbers on. It actually sounds really good. Let's do a fish bowl. We haven't done that tonight. We will do a fish bowl. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what the fish bowl is, it is a very relaxing trigger where I pop this over your head and it sounds like you are in a fish bowl. It sounds like you're in a fish bowl. And a lot of people think it is a relaxing experience. What I'm going to do is also pop on the you so much for the rose. Oh, sorry, the TikTok. Thank you for the TikTok. Let's do a little bit of screen tapping. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more triggers and then we'll do a positive affirmations session. And then we will do fast screen taps. Oh, I just got rid of my sticker. One moment. Yeah, and then we'll do a sleep countdown to end the session. Let's see if we can hit. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 subscribers before I go, guys, so that I can celebrate with you. That'll be amazing. 2 to go. I'm sure we can do it. 2 subs away. Just head on over to my TikTok page, click the little play button, and it will take you straight to my YouTube. All you have to do is press subscribe. We are 2 subscribers away. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you for the follow. Let's see if we can get there so we can celebrate before I go. We are coming back to the trusty triggers. My favourite new triggers. 2 subscribers to go. All it takes is 2 of you guys to head on over and click that subscribe button. Let's do this. Let's do it. Thank you for sharing the live. Oh, bless you. That's so sweet. Thank you. 2 subscribers to go. 2 subscribers to go. Who will be subscriber 1,000? Let's get to 1,000 subscribers tonight. Thank you so much. I'm guessing it's 1 to go. I'm not sure because it's glitching out a little bit. So yeah, let's wait and see. I'm sure someone will let me know. Have we reached 1K? Have we done it? We've done it. I can't shout because it's ASMR, but I do have my party hat and we do have balloons as well. So for those asking for balloon ASMR, we have balloons. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. My hat has broken, so I can't actually keep it on. Thank you guys so much. We made it. Wow, that's amazing. Send in lots of hearts. Thank you guys. We did it and I couldn't do it without you guys. That is a massive accomplishment. I'm so proud and I am so thank you, Bill. Thank you so much for the confetti. I'm so grateful for all of you guys. I appreciate you all so much. Couldn't have done that without you guys. So yeah, I remember posting, I think, on TikTok when I hit 100 or 50 or something. So yeah, we've come a long way. Thank you guys so much. We did it. Let's keep building. Let's go onwards and upwards. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you. Hi, Gabriel. Hi, welcome. Okay, on that note, my lovelies, we will do some positive affirmations. Okay. Thank you, Sean. That's so amazing. I'm so grateful. I appreciate you guys so much. Yay. Okay, let's do some positive affirmations. Let's just take a few deep breaths. I think I need it. We did it. I'm so happy. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me do some positive affirmations for you guys as a thank you for helping me hit 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. You are amazing. You are amazing. You are amazing. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You matter. You are important. You are one of a kind, and you are the only. Oh, my mouth is really dry. You are the only you in this world, and I am so proud of you. You should be so proud of yourself too. Celebrate those little achievements. Celebrate the big achievements. Be kind. Look after you and be kind to yourself, okay? You are the only you in this world, so look after you. Look after yourself. Take time for yourself. You deserve love. You deserve to be heard. Your thoughts and your feelings matter. They are valid. Make sure to just look after yourself. Put yourself first. Look after you. You are amazing. You've got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. I am so proud of you. So proud of you. You are one of a kind. You are one of a kind. You've got this. You have been through hard times before. And we will get through the hard times. You will get through it. You are strong. You are powerful. Never forget how amazing and powerful you are. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I'm so overwhelmed and just grateful. I have so much gratitude for you guys for helping me get to where I am. And now it's amazing. Thank you for following my journey. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I guess Chloe did hear me celebrating because she's just woken up. So I was just texting her and telling her we've hit 1,000 subscribers. How amazing. Woo. Okay. Let's do a sleep countdown. Let's do a sleep countdown before I go. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi. Okay, we're going to count down from 1,000 to celebrate. I'm only joking. We're not going to do that. I'm going to count down from 30. Let's count down from 30. 30. 30. 30. 29. 29. 28. 28. 28. 27. 1. Thank you guys so much for another amazing live. We hit 50,000 likes. That's amazing. Again, thank you for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's just amazing. I'm so over the moon and so grateful to you all for everyone that subscribed and just joined the live and supported me and been so lovely to me and lovely to each other. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the session. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much. My YouTube is in my TikTok bio. If you head on over and press the little play button, it will take you straight there. Thank you to my lovely moderators. Love you all. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for just being here. I post on TikTok every day, so yeah, in the meantime, when I'm not live, head on over to my TikTok. There are plenty of videos there, ranging from all different ASMR categories, so many different triggers for you guys to enjoy. Yeah, just thank you so much again. Thank you for being here. I'm hoping to go live tomorrow night. It'll probably be a later one. I don't like to promise just in case anything comes up, but I'll try and keep you guys updated. But if not, just keep an eye out throughout the week. I will be back definitely before the weekend. Thank you guys so much. Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, okay? And I'll see you all again very soon. Good night, guys. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Sending lots of love to you. Love you. Thank you, Sean. Love you. Good night, guys. I'll see you all again very soon.